and welcome to Live at Leeds, behind the scenes in the city. This is the third year in a row I've been here. It's one of my favourite festivals in the UK, and I think the best urban festival in the whole UK. And once again, we are playing Live at Leeds Bingo. I'm going to be going around the lineup today and trying to check off a load of different bingo cards, completing different tasks like trying to get a guitar pick from a band, trying to steal something from a band's rider, as well as catching up with some of the most exciting brand new talent in this gorgeous city performing across the venues here today. Now, last year I was interviewing a band in the wardrobe behind me, a little band by the name of English Teacher, and let's just say they've had a pretty sick year since I spoke to them. Won the Mercury Prize, released their debut album. So I'm really excited this year about seeing who we can chat to, who might be a big name for the future next year. Everything are at the top of the bill, kind of manifesting and praying we can somehow get an interview with them. Slater is performing as well, one of the most exciting new artists. And there are some other bands around that I'm already mates with who I know I'm going to catch up with. So let's go check out the scene, see what we can scope out and see if we can, I don't know, nick something from a band's rider, crowd surf, play tambourine on stage and fit office references into every interview that I do. So we're headed to Hedgerow House right now to catch Ben Ellis. The legend, Wolven Phil, is with me off camera, and he was the one filming at the start, so big shout out to Phil. One of my bingo cards, Phil, is to visit every venue live at Leeds. As a man of organised logistics who has a spreadsheet of the venues, do you think I can actually manage that?
It would be some task.
Yeah, it's a big city, and let's just say the distance between venues is a little more than what I desire. Like, especially last year, Hyde Park Book Club is an absolute trek. Where we are right now in the centre with the wardrobe, it's like 40 minutes to the lending rooms. But yeah, Ben Ellis was recommended to me, so I'm kind of excited to see him and not sure what to expect. So here we go, Hedgerow House. I've actually not been here before, this is exciting. But there is a beer hall. We need this in Birmingham, man, please. Someone make this in Birmingham again. There we go. Hey, English Teacher. Good crowd already.
Good morning. Good tonight, nobody showed it. I should have left like an hour ago. I could have read, now she's calling me over. I'm in a room with nobody I know. I wish this didn't have to end, but odds are we'll never meet again. Sophia says she's got a bad idea. I gotta leave her in the sleep. But you're the only one I talk to. I'm a little dramatic, so don't be mad if I don't trust your love. These past that burn like me. Oh, when will it be me? Thank you so much. How are we feeling? Okay?
Yeah.
It's 12 o'clock in the morning. No one sleeps in Hollywood. Everything doesn't feel like it should. Cause I've been drinking dreams as if it's whiskey, but it's bitter now. And they just chew you up with something sweet and then they spit you out. I've been told no one sleeps in Hollywood. Ask me how we get so hit the water. What's your saying? I think we're on the show. What's it gonna take for me to get myself in the frame? And does it get cold in California? I need to feel the sunlight on my face. And does it get cold in California? I need a hit to help me stay away. I'm not the kind of person to just go with the flow, but now I'm going to find what's it gonna take for me to get myself in the frame? And does it get cold in California? I need to feel the sunlight on my face.
What a start, Ben Ellis. I think that's the best possible start we could have to Live at Leeds. I was going to say it's impressive that we have big crowds at 12 o'clock, because it's midday and you wouldn't normally have a gig that early. But Ben Ellis is pretty big. I'm pretty sure he supported Niall Horan on tour. What did you think, Phil? Reviewing attendance. Absolutely cracking. Great voice, great energy, and yeah, would love to get him down to B-Town actually. We had B-Town's the gig night that I do. We had a band called Muddy Elephant on B-Town before, and Henry Moody, Muddy Elephant, popped up in a crowd of his and got a lot of fans. Turns out Ben Ellis supported him too, so there's some crossover there. If you're watching this, Ben Ellis, please play my gig night in Birmingham. Yeah, there you go, second venue ticked off already. Phil knows how to do this. This is peak efficiency. I need easier to roll down sleeves.
Watching the game, I'm not feeling myself. Got your eyes in the back of my head.
That's fine, it's very responsible. Wolf Warner was sick. I think the big thing that I feel Live at Leeds is we had Ben Ellis, who's got 50k Instagram followers, so it makes sense that he's got a big crowd. But then you go see Wolf Warner and there's like 120 odd people there at like 12:30. I wish we had that in Birmingham. The energy's kind of crazy. Any Wolf Warner reviews, Phil?
It was epic.
The heaviest you were going to go today,
yeah,
I think was what you were saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a crazy festival. I really would love us to have something like this in Birmingham, and it inspires me a lot for my gig night B-Town. I think I've seen it tried before, but it's just the energy for grassroots music and people who are just there to watch live music rather than to see a band that they know. That's what we've got to aspire to. We're headed to the Key Club. Key Club now. There you go. Third venue ticked off, and Ain't Interview is also coming up very soon. The guilt of VIP is coming through. Can't go ahead out with a VIP ticket. Oh, I'm pressed, I promise. That sounds good. Oh wow. What on earth? How is there so many people in Leeds? So who are these guys?
Soft Lords.
Soft Lords. Oh, I know them.
You've been on my case, you just been kind of wall.
dear, okay. 3 bands down already. We're at breakneck pace here. Soft launch, so they're on tour with Declan McKenna and Two Door Cinema Club in Australia next year. That is hype. Me and Phil are going to separate now, sadly. But I'm sure we will reconvene later. Which way is Santiago's?
That way, I think.
It sounds like a kind of...
Between Cellar Bar and the Belgrave Music Hall.
It sounds like a South American football club, so I love that it's just a bar in Leeds. But that's the beauty of it. And I'm actually going to interview someone, make use of my press pass. And interestingly, that is another venue, the Belgrave Music Hall. I remember that from last year. They sell really nice pizzas there. And actually last year, I got one. Hopefully I'm lit up here. They can be cold. They're cold. The hall. King of beers, I believe That's the slogan. Do you buy into that though? There's some craft beer you can get in parts of London that might beg to differ. Hey Ains, how's it going? I mean, amazing set at Santiago live at Leeds, and maybe the longest table interview I've ever done in my life. How did you guys feel it went?
It was incredibly warm. It was so hot.
I think it was really good actually. We really enjoyed how it felt on stage. It was really good energy throughout our set.
I have a newfound appreciation for how intense the drumming in Ain't is. Because you I don't think it came through on the record, but when you see it live, the shirt was off before the set even started. Probably at the state of the room. But was it 1 or 2 drumsticks you smashed?
It was just the one stick. Yeah, I can sort of tell before how hot I'm going to end up by the end of the set, and yeah, shirt comes off accordingly. I try and drum with it on, believe it or not, for as long as possible, but Pre took it off this time.
So it's kind of a basic question for bands, but I guess early in their career, it's always a good one to ask, where does the Ain't name actually come from? I've been to a few Ain't gigs, but I've never actually asked the origin story. Go on, Ed.
We didn't really, well, me and George, we didn't really think about it very much. We had quite a short list. I think we were listening to a lot of 90s bands like Codeine and Duster and Bedhead, where they just had one-word band names. So we'd kind of set that as a thing we wanted. But beyond that, I don't think there's any huge meaning to it. We like that it is a kind of generic absence of something. Is not, am not, are not. I like that it's kind of a snobby thing, but people will tell you that it's not really a word, but then also it originated from Victorian high society as a contraction.
I didn't.
It was like a posh thing, but then it got taken up as like a posh southern thing in America.
Ain't is a band that are just rearing to get that debut Pitchfork review. So the big question is, when the EP or the album finally comes out, well, what in your guys' mind would be the respectable score from Pitchfork? So for you to feel like, oh yeah, okay.
I don't want to jinx it by answering this. I'm too superstitious.
Okay, I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little stitious. So
I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
Little stitious, a bit stitious. Does anyone feel like they want to jinx it?
I'd be happy if we managed to hit a solid 6.8.
I'd be happy if we managed to get a 15.
With that, I'd be really happy. A bit lower.
Come on, you can push it up.
You gotta be humble, bro.
I haven't looked up what Black Country New Road got for the first time. I think Ants from Up There would probably be a bit ambitious, but for the first time, you can aspire to that.
I think it's not really answering your question, but one of my bigger fears is if someone like Anthony Fantano ever reviews us, and then the internet turn on us.
Yeah.
If you got a not good from Anthony Fantano, would you just be like,
Just start a new band, I guess.
rename it, start from scratch, get rid of it? Hannah, what are you reading right now?
Yeah, I'm not reading anything that anyone will find particularly interesting.
I find it interesting.
I'm currently rereading for the millionth time Bevis of Hampton, but the French version, Bug Down because that's what I do for a job.
Very cool. Okay.
It's a medieval poem.
A contemporary of Chaucer?
No, before Chaucer. This is
Pre-Chaucer?
Yeah.
Wow.
This is 12th century.
OG. That's real OG.
And I don't really read anything else because my job is basically just reading books all day. So
Okay.
I get to the end of the day and I'm like, I can't.
Yeah, you burn yourself out.
And I feel really guilty when I read something for fun.
No, I feel
will
that.
say that my favourite book of all time at the moment is my favourite book of all time at the moment is Good Morning Midnight by Jean Rees, which I think
Amazing.
is great.
Are you fluent in French as well then? From what you just said before? Or semi? Could you sing in French?
I pretend to not be a French speaker because
Why?
I'm not very good at speaking French.
Okay.
I'm fluent in reading French, but
Yeah.
not speaking it because my accent is so horrible that no one can understand me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's like the Dudley accent of French. breakfast.
Yeah.
I can say that because I'm from Birmingham.
I can't
allowed.
say that. 'cause I'm from
The D pass.
Yeah, I get the deep. So I'm playing live at Leeds bingo, right? I do this every year I'm here. I have like a few tasks that I need to fulfill, and one of them is to get a guitar pick off a band to check off the square.
You already have my stick. Is that not good?
Yeah, you broke a stick and I claim that. Can I have a guitar pick, please, off one of you? Maybe Ed. Ed's like no. Oh, there you go.
You can, only because my dad was recently carving up the family sofa, and he found picks in the sofa that we've not used in... There you go, I have one of them. Yeah, I've not used one of those since I played bass.
I don't have a guitar pick, but I'm trying to find my bag so I can give you some, because I have so much shite in my bag. I've got a hat which goes on top of a Sylvanian families, which is a mushroom.
That's great. I'll take it.
But I don't know where my bag is.
Sylvanian families, did she say?
A hat which goes on a Sylvanian family, which is a mushroom. A hat.
So, you probably won't, but do you want to guess which band last year I managed to get a pick from live at Leeds? Yeah, who performed last year?
Yeah, fold.
It's not false. So, last year, I got our guitar pick off English Teacher, who have since gone on to win the Mercury Prize. So I'm going to take this as good luck charm. Do you guys think you can win the Mercury Prize next year and keep the streak up?
We were discussing this. We think we might be the first band to win the Mercury Prize on a single, and not actually even the whole album.
I've got a arm of a homunculus of Joe. I've got a hat for a Sylvanian families, which is a mushroom. That's the arm.
Yeah.
You can have a chewing gum if you want.
Can-
Or you can have a swab of lipstick. I'm not giving you my chapped
Just a swab.
But if you've got chapped lips, you can.
I think my lips are okay. Can I have the mushroom hat, please, Hannah? Thank you so much. Thank you. What an interview, Ain. Bingy. So I'm on phone selfie camera right now because my proper camera's in my bag and I can't be asked to get it out, already on low battery. But that was actually 2 bingo squares checked off because one of them steal something from a band's rider. I didn't technically steal it, but I did drink a beer from their rider, which you can see in the interview. So I might count that. I might see if we can more properly steal one later. But we're now hopefully off to catch the end of Chloe Slater, who I missed the first 50 minutes of. But when you're mid like a really good interview like that, it's kind of worth it. So you've got to prioritize chat.
But we've only got one more song. So I'm just going to introduce my band to you quickly. On the bass we have Theo Tamburini K. On the guitar we have Ollie Boyden. It's unclear if I am ripening or rotten. If girl told me if I'm sad to just go shopping, kinda wish I could cut holes and we'll have fresh designer pockets, but I can't. She's a waitress and works part-time as a hobby. Spends her wages in 10 days on hipster coffee, that moves abroad to be a star. I'd love to live on daddy's money, but I can't. I'm pathetic for being lost. Only a step through the battle. 'Cause I'm pathetic, come to the cause. Yeah, babe, I swear to God that I need this. I'm
Chloe Slater, behind the scenes live at Leeds. I think you're just one of the most exciting upcoming artists of 2024. So, how has this year felt? Because I think you've kind of shot up so quickly, like with your Instagram reels, and now like, a lot of people are, mentioning your name in quite like high company.
Yeah, it's been crazy. It's been like a whirlwind. Like my whole life has completely changed in the space of a year. Like a year ago, I was still at my old job, just doing music.
What kind of job was it?
It was the Crystal Maze live experience.
No way.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've actually never told anyone that. So,
So there you
this is
go.
an
That's an exclusive. So you know all the kind of like solutions to the Crystal Maze, like this, like an escape room. Are you good at escape rooms then?
No, awful, terrible, terrible.
Yes, again. Well, so your song 24 Hours, I think the breakthrough one for you, such an incredible like opening line. I can't tell if I'm ripening or rotten. Where did that line come from? Is it just been knocking around in your head, or is it related to a specific experience?
I think it's like the whole trend of like rotting and like rotting in bed and like rock girl summer or whatever. And I just thought it was a funny like thought. Like it's also like, are you like, I feel like there's a point like where you're getting older and you're like coming of age, but then what point do you just start getting aging? If that makes sense. So it's just kind of a play on that.
Is that your vibe? Are you like a bedrock girl, binging the series or scrolling on your phone?
No, I'm too busy to be a bedrock girl. I'd love to be.
The other lyric I love from that song is, It Girl told me if I'm sad, just go shopping. I kind of wish I could cut holes in all her French designer pockets.
You know,
Oh yeah, we'll do karaoke. Is that a real girl who you had an encounter with, or more like a metaphor, like a person you're embodying?
Yeah, it was just like a lot of the people that would come up on my For You page.
Yeah.
It's just like, the song is kind of an amalgamation of different people.
How do you feel about being someone who's kind of, I guess, pressured from the industry to appear on that For You page and cover that attention, whilst also kind of being self-aware and looking at those other people and not wanting to be like that? Is it a bit of a dichotomy for you?
I think I definitely struggled with it for a while and had a lot of like imposter syndrome and stuff. But I sort of just try and see it as I have a platform so I can use it for good.
Yeah.
So I like to try and help causes out and stuff. And then just try and stay authentic to myself. And I'm not like posting loads of fast fashion hauls, do you know what I mean?
Yet,
It's sort of
But when the Cheyenne brand deal comes through, you'll be like, yeah, hey guys, love fast fashion.
Oh no Sheen, no Sheen.
No Sheen. But I think it is funny with you because we're in an age where new musicians are almost kind of expected to be content creators, but your reels, your content, it feels like the music is front and center. It seems like you're having fun doing them, and I think a lot of people assume, like artists, that they have to fit into this mold of content that they don't like, but you feel like you've found a way to make it work, and maybe like Glass Animals did, your music is always there. It's not like you're just randomly becoming an influencer, then there's nothing to do with music. Have you kind of naturally found that balance or thought about what you want to do without feeling fake?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's always very like music centered. I think it's nice to show like a little bit of my life and my personality on there, just so people feel more connected to me. But other than that, I just like to keep it mainly based around my music.
Definitely. I think you're really like fiercely kind of outspoken about issues that you care about. You already kind of tapped on it there. And predictably, your Instagram comments sometimes reflect that. So what's your response to people who say things like, keep politics out of music, like, oh, why are you talking about this? Like, who are you to talk about political issues?
Yeah, I mean, I love to say that I don't care. But then I literally made a music video of me tearing up hate comments.
Yeah.
So I do. But it's sort of just like, the way I see it is without them, I probably wouldn't be doing so well. Like they're what's boosting my.
They're engaging you.
They're paying my bills.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
It's like ethical trolling.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I just let them have at it and argue with each other in the comments. Yeah.
I always feel it's like keep politics out of music. Maybe music should be kept out of politics first, because Brexit and the impact on touring artists of that. It's kind of a strange thing to say when the musicians, whether you're a young person in the UK or obviously someone touring, you kind of have to be affected by it. You can't avoid it.
Well, I think all music is based around like emotion and feeling, and like politics is everything and it impacts everything in life. So I think it's kind of silly to say it shouldn't be in music.
Definitely. I think my favourite track by you is probably still Death Trap, and you have this line on it which is like, no room, just expensive flats. our house is damp and we've got rats 21 living in a death trap. So I feel like a lot of people in their early mid-20s will relate with that, you know, the kind of like desperately trying to get your landlord on the phone to fix the mold. Is this a first-hand experience from you, or something more like talking to friends about renting in your early 20s?
No, it is. I mean, I moved out when I was 18 and I've been renting ever since. And like, it's just like, it's awful. The mold is the worst. Like, I was just getting, last year especially, I was just getting so ill. And then when you like can't afford to heat your flat as well, and it's mouldy, that's such
I remember like one of the biggest stresses I had was when I moved out. I had like a studio apartment that was on the 13th floor of a tower, and the washing machine was like fixed in a cupboard, and there was mold like growing behind it that I couldn't reach. And it's just like the anxiety, you don't really appreciate like how much of your energy and how much of your day-to-day routine kind of gets destroyed by that level of like pressure. And that's the reality for like this generation.
Yeah, it's just exhausting. Like, I think most people my age are just really tired.
Exactly.
So it's just the feeling.
Think you'd ever move to LA or America?
I don't think I'd move there. I'd like to go to New York for a bit, but I don't really like the state of American politics enough to move there.
Yeah,
so.
that happened. I
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you stay up for the results?
I didn't stay up, no, but I saw it first thing in the morning and thought, well, that's depressing.
I did, and it was a mistake. So you didn't miss out. You didn't miss out. I think I just like passed out on the sofa at like 4:30 and then was like, well, this is it. This is it. But yeah, do you like the Strokes?
I love the Strokes.
So then New York is like the quintessential. Exactly. That's where I want to go. Like go to a dive bar.
Me too. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's on my bucket list for that reason. New York for the Strokes, and then the New York Slice and Spider-Man. Yeah. What more do you need? What's your tattoo? I've just noticed it on your leg. It's very cool.
It's a little fish. There's no meaning for it really. I am a Pisces though, so maybe that. I've got a car there.
Oh. Are you a Declan McKenna fan?
I'm a massive Declan.
What do you think about the car?
It's a good one. Good album.
Got to be done. Great album. Great album. You've got a new song called Fig Tree, which is coming out soon this year. Yeah. And the lyrics from it, I think. It feels like your I love you moment, Fontaine's DC. Yeah, I think I remember commenting that. Well, you know, we've got to get the Fontaines in there. Yeah, is that what you're going for? Kind of, because I feel like you've got the spoken word lyrics, but you're really like charging them up and up and up. And
I mean, honestly, the goal from now on is just bigger and better. Just keep going harder.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Chasing it down like Lando Norris chasing that championship.
It's like cheese rolling. I'm like running after the cheese.
Is that like that would be your occupation if you weren't a singer-songwriter, cheese roller?
Yeah, it kind of feels like that.
It's
anyway, so I'd probably be good at it.
Natural progression.
Yeah.
Big shout out to, I'll just say a big shout out to Andy Backhouse. We're like, I guess we call ourselves Twitter friends. I feel like we followed each other on different platforms and we just finally like met in the flesh. How's it going, Andy? What sort of press are you doing live at Leeds this day?
Well, Tim, as you can see, we're in the wardrobe. This is Narnia.
This is literally the wardrobe. Have you seen any lions or witches recently?
Not yet, but I'm keeping an eye out.
Yeah, we'll see.
Some lampposts though.
Yeah, they're around.
And yeah, we're just on the ground interviewing bands, reflecting live at Leeds.
Yeah, we just had this wild moment where I don't know if it'll make the cut, but I beatboxed for Chloe Slater for Dork before interviewing her, and it's kind of like a pinch yourself moment. Yeah, I'm putting that on my LinkedIn straight away.
Yeah, it's linked in gold. Yeah.
It is. So
we both saw you were downstairs watching Chloe Slater, right? You just did an interview.
I just literally ran up here. I mean, I came from interviewing Ain't. And I got the last two songs that Chloe did, missed the rest of her set because of the clashes. I mean, I'm sure you've had it. There's brutal clashes today, but what can you do? So I know do you still do Amazing Radio?
Not currently. I do the Amazing Radio of Mexico City.
Select.
Yeah.
You do Selector?
Oh, well, it came up through the Selector, actually.
Oh, okay. It sounds like Selector.
With the British Council, I went out to Mexico City with them at university, didn't know what to expect, had the most amazing time, you know, thanks to like Selector Radio for like organising it. It was a competition at university, and that was, I regret to say, it was a while since I've been a student. I've still been
Same. I will pretend to be a student for as long as I can still get ID'd, which sadly is a lot.
But yeah, I don't get ID to go into the venues at Live Leeds anymore. But yeah, I've been milking it ever since by doing a weekly show on the Best U Radio. It is Spanish for the Beast, which is like a punk alternative station.
Beautiful.
Interviewed today Jasmine 40, Lime Garden, and Chloe Slater.
Shout out Chloe.
Trying to get them big in Mexico.
Love that, love that. So if
They're
people,
not already.
if people want to check them out, like I'll put a link in the YouTube description. What's the best way of listening to the show? And I'll put your Instagram in as well, right?
Well, I know you're on Twitch, Tim.
Yes.
I've got a Facebook radio, so it's...
No, you don't. You're a very handsome fellow.
But yeah, levestiaradio.com. It's every Wednesday from 9 in the UK, or free if you do happen to be in Mexico watching Tim's Twitch.
I have a Mexican viewer. I literally have one. Yeah. So there you go.
To that Mexican
I'll message her, Lynn.
3 o'clock for them on Wednesdays.
Sorted. There you go. Legend. Well, chat. It has got dark, and I'm just so happy. Like that Chloe Slater interview was a kind of 1 in 100 shot, but she just happened to walk through at the right time, and I think she was probably the one artist I really wanted to grab an interview with. It was a quick one, and probably one of the best interviews I've done, at least in a very long time. I just feel like everything came together. Sadly, that meant that the Pentire interview I was really hoping to do after their set, I've missed their set now. So I'm going to head over to Brudenell Social Club. I'm pretty sure I managed to get Lando Norris in every interview I've done so far. We're 2 out of 2. And I've got Bayboards to catch up with at some point as well. And I might try and go to every venue, but it's just such a big space between them all, guys. But yeah, I can't stop smiling about that Chloe interview because that's a really big one, and I'm super excited to just put it out and share it. So this is by far the most far out venue we've been to so far. Brudenell Social Club, which just is like in a car park, I guess. That's kind of cool. With a barrier there, this is huge. Welcome to the vlog. We're eating pies, Pentire and pies.
What do I do with this now?
Just hold it. Do you want me to hold it?
Yeah.
I'll hold it on you guys. So, your Love on TV EP is out next year. I was wondering what your favourite fictional love story is.
That's a great question.
Great question.
Christmassy, but I love the holiday. I think it's got to be Shrek.
Got to be Shrek, yeah?
Lightning McQueen and Sally.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I'm going to go Christmassy as well. I'm going to go Love Actually. Because there's
Love
loads
Actually?
of them. There's loads of
Standard.
them intertwining. None of that beats Lightning McQueen and Sally.
Yeah.
I'd like to change my answer to Lightning McQueen and Sally.
Yeah, beautiful. Any of you guys Formula One fans?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Lando Norris and Carlos Sainz, probably my favourite love story. Car Lando, it's real.
There's got to be some more F1.
No, I think you could even go for a bit of, like, even Valtteri and Lewis.
Valtteri and Lewis, James Valtteri. You could write that fan fiction, I'm sure it's out there.
Recent times, Lawrence Stroll and Adrian Newey.
Lance Stroll and the gravel.
Oh, yes.
Lance Stroll and, if I speak, stupidity.
Max and Lewis, maybe?
Max and Lewis, oh yeah. Getting together. Yeah.
Hard one. It's a bad one.
Have you perused the Valtteri Bottas naked calendar?
I have it.
Pride of place. You should make it your backdrop.
You just told me that existed, I didn't know, but I want it.
Yeah, you need it. It's only like, you know, like full frontal, it's like back frontal nudity. I don't think you see the front.
It's a shame that you don't. You know.
Hey, would you guys ever do like a naked calendar like that?
We've done one.
Yes. Already?
Yeah, well, it's not released yet, but Owen shot it.
Is it merch? Like,
It is merch. To be fair as well, we had some fan fiction ones, didn't we, talk about?
Oh, same. Who wrote that?
I can't remember. Somebody wrote some fan fiction about me fucking Matty Healy.
I ship it. I guess I can see it.
I'd let it happen.
Yeah.
I don't think Matty Healy would admit.
No, but...
But then you could argue then that you're like the ex of Taylor Swift's ex. So this is bonus footage. The Pentire fan fiction sexy reading. I'll give you the mic. And I'll put some sexy music over it. Go on. Fan fiction.
I won't disclose who wrote this into our Discord, but here we go.
Yeah.
It was a stormy night. Owen was listening to his favourite song by the 1975, and he was lying in his striped duvet covers, dancing around slightly. He realised the time, 12:32 a.m, and he decided to turn the music off and get some sleep, instead of talking to the people in the Pentire Discord. After about 2 hours of sleep, he was shockingly awoken by the Hat Man hovering above him. "What are you doing here?" he stammered, failing to move. The hat man chuckled lowly and said, "Don't be afraid, Owen." His thick northern accent voice humming through the walls. "It's me." Owen tried to rub his eyes to focus, but he couldn't. Every failed attempt at moving made his body heavier. "I brought a friend," he chuckled as the door broke down and Matty Healy jumped on top of Owen.
This is worryingly not sounding the most consensual.
"I heard you like my music. Let me milk you."
I've never read this.
He proceeded to milk Owen dry, until the only remnants of the Welshman was the flesh of his only just 6-foot body. The hat man laughed menacingly and high-fived Matty Healy, and then they shagged.
Wait, so he milked you dry and then you shagged?
I'm not sure if me and Matty shagged, or the hat man and Matty shagged, or we all shagged.
I thought you sounded like you were dead there.
But no matter what, I got milk dry. So there we go.
That's Pentire fan fiction.
That's what's to remember. You always will get milk dry.
If people want to.
Yeah, I've uploaded that to MySpace.
So join the Discord.
Join the Discord from all that.
Do you want more of that?
And secretly, you wrote it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Found the fanfic.
We've got the set list. Thank you so much, Pentire. The set list has been acquired.
The fanfic's here. Yeah, it's in 2 parts, so you know.
And I've
strap in.
By strap in, strap on.
Yes.
I have actually helped you not litter by getting you to give me. Where was it?
Litter.
Where was it?
On top of a water crate thing, and I was going to get it back.
Sure. Okay. Well, there you go. Thank you. Barely managed to even get in, thanks to the press lanyard. We will be seeing English teacher. Let's go. That's cool.
How we doing? How are you doing?
Dream about that song. I'm not crying, you're crying. It's really weird.
Sorry.
I sung it all wrong. I guess I was nervous to play for our hometown show. Thanks for coming. This one's called Broken Biscuits. go.
Alright, me and Philip reconvened. I'm doing a slight amendment to the Live at Leeds bingo. I'm going to change crowd surf into join a mosh pit. I'm hoping everything have a mosh pit, but I've not seen anything like that so far, even though the rooms have been packed. I got a set list from Pentire.
Oh, nice.
So that's good. I think the tambourine on stage with the band is probably a bridge too far. English teacher did have one, but I didn't get a chance to ask Lily to hop on, so that was a crazy set from them though. Absolutely fine. What's been your highlight so far? Anyone you saw?
Shambolics were excellent.
Shambolics were really good.
Really good.
Shambolics.
Logic team, they were really good. Must have been some others.
There you go. No, it's class.
I think Logic team had the...
Have you all been watching Everything Everything? How was that? Was it good?
So I found out, we were right at the end, we just watched Stanley's set and it was cracking. Everything with it blew me away, incredible. But I've realised that I actually checked off a bingo tile without even meaning to. I bumped into my friend Jack Hyphen, who's an amazing musician. He's based in Manchester, but he is a Brummie. So I've managed to meet a fellow Brummie. All I've got to do now is interview the Stanleys, get them to somehow have me play tambourine with them and crowd surf, and then we'll have got everything, which is not going to happen because their set's done. But it was great, and we tried. Hello, Stanleys.
to the closing set live at Leeds. How did you feel that went? I think I was saying you worked the crowd really well. People filtering through from everything. Sometimes you don't know what you're going to get, but I reckon you smashed it in the end.
Thank you. Yeah, no, we really enjoyed that. It was interesting. Yeah, I think it's all these festivals are always like hit and miss with turnouts just due to clashes and stuff like that. But we felt like we did all right, and yeah, there was a decent crowd, so happy days.
What happened with the kick drum at the end?
This guy.
A spring went on it, so basically rendered it useless. So then, man behind the camera, Steve-O, had to come and crawl into my space. Tried to fix it, couldn't fix it. And so finished the song just using a stick to hit it himself.
Stanley's particularly prone to tech issues like that, or is that a rare occurrence? Yeah, okay.
We're plagued by technical misfortune.
Did you accidentally, like, I don't know, record an album on an Indian burial ground or something? Get like some bad vibes going.
Probably. I think just the sins of our past are coming to haunt us, really.
I mean, speaking of the past, I want to take you back to, I think it was 2019, it might have been 2020, just before the world went to complete shit. I interviewed a band I know you know, called the Lathams, in Birmingham when they played at Sunflower Lounge, and one of the big things that I asked them was, you know, how was Wigan? What's the scene like? And the first band they mentioned were Stanley's. They gave you a big shout out. So yeah, how is the Wigan scene going? It does feel like we're in a bit of a golden era for Wigan indie, and you know, the Lathams coming through doing what they've done, and then you coming through too. There must be something good going on there.
It is. I think it's just like it's a community where we're all helping each other out, which means that we just get the best out of each other, really. So Wigan's, all the bands are pushing each other, and there's just so much talent out there in Wigan.
Yeah.
Better than everywhere else.
Friendly competition, no rivalries or bad blood.
No. I mean, now we all quite a lot of us grew up like in the same schools in the same area, going out to the same parks to drink the same Strongbowls. And, the same cider, yeah.
So, how long have you guys known the Lathams? Did you know them before they blew? Because they were pretty young when they came through.
Yeah, I mean, we went to school with them. Went to Scott, the guitarist, like is in our close mates group, so we used to go to parties all the time with them and stuff like that. So we've known them for a while. And
any memories of the Lathams at parties? Many of you?
It was always everyone partying downstairs and Scott upstairs on the guitar with like 3 people around him. To be fair,
he was one of them.
And Jake was one of them. So.
Plenty of stories,
but not suitable for the vlog. So for people who don't know, the Monaco in Wigan, because I know you've got a big headline coming up there on the 29th. I'm guessing it's a little different to Monaco, the country. But what's the venue like? It seems like a big one. Is that a bit of a hub for the Wigan music scene?
Well, I mean, Lathams have played there before, but it's literally right round the corner from these boys where they all live in Hindley,
Nice.
which is nice. And it's yeah, they do bongos bingo there, which is funny. But yeah, no, it's a great venue and one of the bigger ones that you can play in Wigan. I think we played a lot of the venues leading up to that in terms of like size and capacity. So this was our next step up in Wigan, and we have been privileged to say that we sold it out. So
Yeah.
happy days.
What's the capacity of that one?
700. Yeah.
That's huge. So what was your previous biggest headline?
In Wigan, 400, but then we did Academy 2 in Manchester.
So that was similar to Monaco, wasn't it? About eight.
What's the biggest venue in Wigan? I mean, I'm not counting like the what do they call it? The DW Stadium.
It's the Brick Foundation Stadium now, actually.
The branding's got to it. What division are Wigan even in? I've lost track now. Same as Birmingham City. I can't talk.
Harry's now curling his toes because he's a big Wigan fan, Harry.
I thought you were going to say Villa fan for a second.
Wouldn't do that.
Is there a Wigan-Burnley rivalry?
A little bit with the same with Blackburn. Any sort of like northwest one, they're always giving it bigger.
It's not the closest, but there's so many that are just 5-10 minutes up the road.
Blackpool, regardless, Preston, stuff like that.
My only experience of Preston is that whenever I go to Glasgow, I just stop there on the train. And I can't think of another reason I'd ever go to Preston. I know a friend's Preston, but you know, it's Preston. I feel like you guys have done some really great tours. So do you have favourite venues around the UK? Like I saw you were at the Jacaranda in Liverpool. I think that's a quite nice little venue. Any that stick out from memory?
For sure. I mean, my favourite is a bit of like history with my mum going there when she was younger to watch the Pogues, but London, Kentish Town Forum. Yeah, we spotted Lathams actually at that venue, and it's just a sick venue. So Anyone else?
Any more for you guys?
Albert Hall was good. We did that with
The Royal Albert Hall.
The Manchester one.
I was going to say, get the string quartet out for the back in the Stanleys.
Oh no, we did that with Spiral Carpets. That was a sick gig. Enjoyed that. Yeah.
I really liked Grand Central in Liverpool with Dome Room there for Sound City a few years back.
That little live session we did in your garden, in your bar.
In your garden? Is that a public venue?
That was the best. It was the easiest route home, I suppose.
Yeah.
Walk through the garden. Instant.
It was a good ride.
What was on the rider? What's the go-to?
Chicken nuggets and
Pizza.
schooner lager.
Food on the rider, then you're doing pretty well.
I'm absolutely knackered, but this was the best day of the year. Thanks for watching the Live at Leeds vlog. I promise next year on Bingo I'll actually do everything. Might have to drop crowd surfing. It might be a bit too ambitious, but you know, we're getting there. Tambourine durable. Like, subscribe. That stuff. I'm shattered. Bye everybody.